Debbie and friends.
Oh, yes, we are.
Cooking with Debbie and friends.
Hello, friends.
We'll make some good food, talk about marriage and parenting too. Self-care and budgeting and some recipes for life.
Yeah.
Cooking with Debbie and friends.
I don't know why I like to do that.
Oh,
I just like to do
you do
that.
like to do that, huh?
When I was on the Vegas news, I went like this, and so did she at the same time. Hello to my father-in-law. Say hello
Hey,
to your
Dad.
dad. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cooking with Debbie and Friends, a cook and chat show with friends, filmed right here in my kitchen with my husband, Travis.
Every Tuesday and Thursday, we get together, make some really good meals, and we stream out to Facebook and YouTube. So if you're on one of those channels, please share, and let your friends know that you're watching.
We stream to these platforms so that you can chat with us and you can chat with each other.
Yeah.
Because you guys really start to chat with each other and visit each other on Facebook, and you're making your community a little bit bigger. So Cooking with Debbie is all about connecting and spending time with friends.
Right. Please don't forget to go to our YouTube channel and click that subscribe button, because we're going to be sharing Pilar's segments there, so you can just go right there if you missed one of her Pouring with Pilar segments, and some other exclusive video just to YouTube. So please don't forget to go and check that subscribe button at YouTube.
Please, and if you can get a friend to subscribe to YouTube, if you've already subscribed, every single subscriber really helps. So thank you so much. Let's say hi to some people. Hello, Sandy Perez.
Hey, Sandy.
And Debbie Wheatley Ferguson. Hello, Debbie and Travis Townsend. Hello.
Hey.
And then there's, of course, Suzanne.
Little ditty
About Zach and Suzanne. And Cindy Castillo, saying hi to Debbie, Travis, and Pilar. Pilar is only here on Tuesdays, and because we love that girl.
Right.
We love that girl.
Yep.
But we think she drinks way too much coffee, and she comes in and just...
A lot of energy.
Woo! She just spins this room around.
Yep.
And for those of you that are empty nesters, you know what I mean. When the kid comes home for a visit, it's like, woo!
When she leaves, that's when we realize that she's a lot of energy. So.
But we thank you for supporting her. And if you have any questions, she's dying for questions. So if you have any questions about a drink or a pumpkin drink you want to recreate, like a copycat recipe from Starbucks that you'd like to make at home, one of your favorite fall coffees or teas, please leave it in the comments here. She's happy to do research and find out how to make those drinks. And hi, Loretta. Today's recipe is so easy, Loretta. I always think about you, Loretta, when I'm deciding on recipes, because I wanted to make it easy for you to cook it. And Loretta, what I love about this recipe for you is that it's easy peasy lemon squeezy, but it makes you look like a professional chef. This pizza recipe will make you look like a gourmet pizza maker.
That's why I wrote Gourmet-Homemade, because really when you see this finished product, you're not going to believe that it was so simple to do. We tried this last weekend, because normally we'll make things a lot and then bring it onto the show. This is one that we didn't. Do you want to tell them where you found this?
Yes, of course. Let me say hi to my sister. She says, woo, I made it. I'm here. Hi, Monica. And Pilar's joining us from her house. Hi, Pilar. How does my makeup look? I'm still trying to fight putting on that heavy blue eyeshadow that I love. This is from the Pioneer Woman. And what I love about the Pioneer Woman is she cooks like me. She opens up her fridge and she sees what she has too much of, what she wants to get rid of, and she gives you suggestions on what to do. So I watched her show back in July, and she was doing amazing things with Puff Pastry. And one thing that, yes, Cindy, somebody said pizza. The thing that jumped out to me was, out of these recipes, she had a Puff Pastry pizza, and it looked so good. Now, first of all, pizza is one of the easiest things people are ordering and take out. dine in. You know, are they dining in yet for pizza
some,
parlors?
yeah, some are, but also, you know, you're buying them at the store and taking them home and cooking them in the oven.
Yeah.
I feel like, and even barbecuing. I've got a friend who does that too. Throws some on the grill. This is just a different way to really create some variety with this pizza and some very different flavors and tastes that I wasn't really used to. Now I see we've got some basil pesto here and some olives and some other goodies.
What you don't see is tomato sauce. The traditional pizza sauce does not go on these. Puff pastry is a layered pastry. It's going to puff up while you cook it. So you just need a very light brushing of olive oil, just a very light brushing, and the tomato sauce may hold it down. So there's a special way to load up these pizzas. But they come out so pretty, and if this makes sense, it comes out rustic, but it also comes out elegant. Does that make sense?
It will when they see it, if it doesn't to them beforehand.
So, did somebody say pizza? Yes. And, you know, when we were doing the corporates, we were saying that, you know, you can visit the corporate episode, and we have cards, conversation cards for you to download and talk to with your family. Really fun, low stress, meant to cause a conversation and whimsy kinds of questions. So today's question of the day, can you see it there on our board?
Where I'm looking at a lot of notes.
Question of the day.
Best pizza topping. So what is your favorite best pizza topping?
Not only your favorite, what is the best? What is the best? Be prepared to defend the best pizza topping. Hi, Richard.
Hey, Richard.
What is the best pizza topping? What I have here is puff pastry. You want to hold up the box, please? Just from Pepperidge Farm. You can get other puff pastries, but make sure that you're picking up the sheet puff pastry, because sometimes they sell it in the little squares, which is great for some desserts. But what we need for our recipe today is the sheets of puff pastry. So we're going to get our sheets of puff pastry. We're going to lay them out. Hey, did anybody try the minestrone soup? I heard a lot of you went back and
There were a few comments that said that they'd made it after. That looks a lot thicker than I thought it was less thick.
You
no
did?
wonder it puffs up like that.
Yeah, it does. So this is one sheet there, and we're going to...
Hey, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy Nelson.
Okay,
How are you?
We've got some Jack said olives.
Jack said olives is... Cindy, if you joined us late, we're talking about what is the best pizza topping. Italian sausage. Cheese. There's a purist right there.
Yep.
Cheese. So
Can't get any more pure than that.
Mine is actually fig and goat cheese.
That's actually a very good pizza.
Yeah.
Now, I'd like to take this opportunity because I know he's listening and I want to shower a little praise on him. My dad used to make the most ridiculous pan pizzas, just thick. Before any Pizza Hut or anyone else was making them, my dad had this big square pan and he made these thick pizzas that were amazing, and I still haven't found one that was that good, Dad.
Now, puff pastry, when you find it, and it's probably going to go on sale for holidays. When you find it, fill up your freezer with it, because I did, and I'm going to show you how to make some pot pies and some breadsticks and some desserts with puff pastry. So when you find it, grab it. It freezes well, and not just that, but it defrosts in 45 minutes. It's one of those things that you're like, I feel like making puff pastry. You can take it out, and it can be on your table in an hour and 15, including thaw time.
So what are some foods that kind of taste like puff pastry? Obviously, besides the desserts, baklava, things like that. Something you might find in a donut shop, you know, with the little pineapple jelly sort of stuff on top.
Yeah. Yeah,
right.
Those puff.
It's kind of flaky and.
Yeah.
You'll see. So Chrissy Clark says sausage and bacon, extra cheese, light sauce. We're not using any sauce tonight, Chrissy. I don't know when you got in, but tonight it's just a little olive oil and some toppings. My dad said deep dish pizza. Thank you, Trav. Of course, that was delicious.
Smart and Final has a big box. It's economical.
Thank you, Dad.
Chrissy said sausage and bacon. I thought she said spinach. Oh, and then Debbie, you said Smart and Final has a big box that's economical. Are you talking frozen pizza, or are you talking
Puff pastry?
Puff pastry.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Probably the puff pastry.
So what I'm doing here is I'm lightly putting on some olive oil. You don't want a whole lot of olive oil because it's going to weigh your puff pastry down. So a little bit of olive oil here.
See if we can.
And Trav, you tell me what you want on the first pizza.
So they can kind of see there. It's not a whole lot.
Oh, I'm sorry. I took the sheet of puff pastry. It comes with 2 sheets, and I cut the first one in half. This is going to make a total of 4 pizzas. Loretta, are you still with me? If you're still with me, Loretta, this is a very impressive kind of pizza to make for guests, because they're going to go, oh my gosh, Loretta, what a beautiful pizza. And you made 4 different kinds. How did you do it, Loretta?
And then, Loretta, then you're going to go like this.
Yeah, that's what you do, Loretta, right there. Oh, puff pastry. Okay, so we've got some olive oil on here.
Okay, let's show the people a little closer on
The people. Okay, watch the flowers.
That's good. Okay, so there's not much. It's just a little bit. And it's to taste too, but is it also for the toppings? What does it do to the cheese and the toppings? It's kind of just...
It just kind of prevents, yeah,
together.
it's just, you know, another layer of the pizza there, but you don't want it too heavy, because if you do it too heavy, your pizza's going to collapse, and you don't want that. So what do you want the first one to have?
Oh, it surprised me.
Okay, no, we can do it.
So we tried this. We tried this last weekend, like I said earlier, and I didn't miss the sauce. I thought I was going to. When she said she was making a pizza without sauce, I thought, a pizza without sauce? That's not pizza. That's bread with toppings on it. But this is different. It really does taste very good without it.
What I'm putting on here is fresh mozzarella cheese.
It's kind of wet, huh?
It is a little wet, but I did grate it, and I do want to show you what I always keep in my fridge. Trav, if
you want to spread it out a little bit?
No, you don't. You want it down the middle.
Okay. What am I getting out of the fridge?
Look in there, and there's a big thing of pizza dough, a roll of
this
pizza
thing?
dough, and the mozzarella cheese.
And this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, always have this stuff in your fridge, especially if you have kids. You can whip up a pizza anytime you like if you have these 2 things in your fridge. And puff pastry is just another way to incorporate these kinds of goodies. All right, so I've got the mozzarella down there. Travis, how about what I have here? I've got tomatoes, olives, pepperoni, peppercini, and I even have a little bit of pesto.
Okay, I liked, the other day we did the pepperoni and the pepperoncinis. Let's try that, because that was really spicy. I think maybe it was the pepperoncinis that were spicy.
Pepperoncinis were pretty spicy. I drained them a little bit. There's different kinds of pepperoncinis you might want to check.
That oven's at 425.
The oven's at 425.
And this will take 15 minutes once we get them in.
Yeah, it's a pretty quick bake.
Yep.
And like I said, it's an impressive bake. And when you start to go back into people's homes, which you will, and even if, you know, we're in our homes for a little bit longer, this is a really awesome dish to have.
Let me try this.
Don't enchilada yourself, Travis.
Yeah, these are spicy pepperoncinis. They're not like that at Subway.
No? Are you all right? You want your water?
I'm good.
Drink your water.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Drink your water. I'm your wife.
Okay.
I tell you how to live your life.
So on this one, I want the pesto.
Okay, and this one you want pesto? Shake it up, shake it up. Got a little bit of pesto we're going to put on here.
Oh, it smells so good already.
Yeah, I should have put it on before the cheese.
Yeah, who cares?
I care.
Then do it on the next one.
I'll do it on the next one. What do you want this one?
You
Olives?
choose one here.
Okay, we are going to do one that's just plain cheese.
Okay, then make that one plain cheese.
Yeah,
Let's
this
put
is
the
going to
pesto
be
on the other one.
plain cheese. So go ahead and
pop this one in the oven.
No, why don't you leave it up on the oven and... Okay, yeah, go ahead and pop it in the oven. But we have to remember...
Okay, 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Yep.
And then bring me the other thing there. All right. Come on, guys. What is the best pizza topping? What is the best pizza topping?
You can have that trash.
Sure. I have a trash can right here.
Okay.
All right. So again, you take your puff pastry, you cut it right down the middle. So now you've got 2 more pizza crusts here.
And 3 of us had 4 slices of this on the weekend, and it was too much. So if you're going to do this for just 2 people, you might just want to start with this amount.
And you know, now I know what to do with that tube of basil I got. Yeah, make your own pesto. If you've got you know what, I've got a little food processor, so I don't have to drag out the big one, Deb. Do you want to show the people the little food processor we have?
The one that rarely gets used.
I just made a point of saying we use it.
Well, I know, but it needs to get used more because I feel like sometimes she could cut down on a lot of that chopping. But
you know, when I'm getting ready for a show for you guys, I love just putting on some podcasts about food, some story time podcasts, and I just sit here and I chop. So for me, it is a way to just kind of release some tension and stress. But if you're in a hurry, by all means, use your food processor. And with the minestrone soup that we made the other day, if you're in a hurry, just go to Vaughn's and get the pre-cut onions and bell pepper and celery, and you know, they've got all these vegetables cut up and ready to go. Don't be a hero. Don't be a hero.
So Deborah Hoff says, I'm adding puff pastry to my shopping list. Great idea to use for pizzas. Audrey, pineapple and Canadian bacon.
I love that pizza.
That's a very good pizza.
Audrey, I love that pizza.
That's Hawaiian.
And my niece Denise, that's her favorite pizza.
Ooh,
so
Chrissy's got the roasted garlic and chicken in there.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That sounds really good.
So I've got
and then sausage and pepperoni, Debbie Grow.
Hi,
barbecue
Debbie Grow.
And chicken. I love barbecue chicken.
Yeah.
Pizza.
Okay, so
I'm boring. Just want toasted pepperoni.
No,
That's
Monica, that's my favorite. Just pepperoni with extra pepperoni. And can I have a side of pepperoni? Oh my gosh,
that pesto smells so good.
Yeah.
If you guys don't love pesto, then you need to try pesto because you didn't try pesto.
Love Hawaiian. I do too, Deb. And my niece does too. I was saying I'm happy when she's around because then we can order it.
You could do extra cheese on that one if you want.
Well, you know what? I love you very much, and I want to give you extra cheese, but the puff pastry will really struggle to puff with too much.
But it won't snuggle around like that. It'll just go around.
Yeah, it'll go around, but we don't want to. We don't want to weigh it down. Okay. Tomatoes, olives, pepperoni. What do you want?
Yeah, throw some olives on there. And,
olives?
Yeah, just olives, because I don't want it to fight too much with the flavors. With that pesto, I want to...
Okay.
Yes, pesto and olives. My dad says, please don't let Travis chop up anything with a knife.
No, we won't, Tony. Okay, so there's olives.
RJ,
do you want some
St.
tomatoes or
Louis
anything?
style pizza from Emo's, probably, right? Now do yours.
Do you want anything else on this?
No, that's the only thing I want to know.
So for, I like cheese, obviously.
Emily Tomas says, my wife loves pepperoni pizza but can't handle it anymore. So best topping is a lot of cheese with like 3 pepperoni, just 3 little discs of pepperoni.
Emily, you know what you want to do is you want to lay off the tomato sauce, because if you're talking heartburn, tomatoes will create an acid reflux. So if you're using, if you can't get around not being able to use a pasta sauce for your pizza or red sauce, put in a little bit of sugar and then make your pizza with it, because that sugar will cut down on the acid.
It does.
So, but these pizzas don't have any tomato sauce.
Nope. And this won't give you heartburn. This won't mess with you at all. So Audrey Cleary, Garvey says, my parents, Bob and Yomar Cleary, say hello.
Oh, gosh.
They're visiting Patrick and I. Hello, Bob
Hi,
and Yomar.
Bob
Very
and
nice to
Yomar.
have you in the kitchen with us.
It's so nice. Oh, Mrs. Clary and Mr. Clary. So nice. Monica, Mr. and Mrs. Clary are here. So
like
cute.
a reunion.
It is like a reunion. You know what's funny, Clary's? You remember the Simons, right? I think they lived right next door, the Simons. So Karen Simon, she's so sweet. She's one of my mom's and Yomar's friends. Yes.
Okay.
And so she wrote on Facebook, I don't understand what all this business is with the Karens. Well, it's just funny because her name is Karen. Hello. Good. My Italian son-in-law won't go in a restaurant if they have Hawaiian pizza. Well, you just have to invite him to your house and make it Debbie Grow. That's all there is to it. Hi, guys. Hi, Paula. Hi, Paula.
Hey,
I hope
Paula.
that Vegas is okay out there. I miss you, Paula. Paula.
You all rock. And
Paula gave me
the
the nicest things for my birthday. She gave me this beautiful outfit to travel with or to perform with a necklace and everything. And I swear I go in my closet and I look at it and I go, I'm gonna travel soon.
She's like a little girl playing dress up in the bedroom but can't go anywhere. All right, what do you got next?
Okay, so what we have next is I've got some pizza toppings for the pizza when it comes out. On that plain cheese one, we're going to put on some prosciutto, and we're going to put some baby arugula on there. And on my tomato one, I'm going to get crazy and throw in a little goat cheese. So when that comes out, and I have some Parmesan cheese. So you can keep playing with these. Loretta, are you still with me here, Loretta?
Alfredo sauce is a great substitute for tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be light that way.
Right. Who knew? You all rock, and I'm sure my wife will thank you. Yeah, Emily, just a little bit of sugar will help cut down on that acidity. I put it in my chili. I put it in my anything with tomato sauce. I put a little bit in, not enough to change the flavor, but enough to kind of change the acidic balance. Oh, look at now they're talking to each other. There should be a salad in there. Hello, salad.
Show the people.
Sure. What I have here is I just have some leftover baby arugula because I split the bag, put some away for the pizza, and then some regular iceberg lettuce. And we always happen to have half a can of rinsed and drained and rinsed beans in our fridge. We always do. Kidney beans, garbanzo, white cannelli beans. Somebody asked, Anna Maria asked me what a cannelli bean was. A cannelli bean is a white bean shaped like a kidney bean, and it is just a little creamier. The great northern beans are really creamy. So if you're looking for something to hold up in a salad, you want to go with the white cannelli beans. It's like the twin of a red kidney bean, except a different color. So I've got red kidney beans in here, dark red, cherry tomatoes. I had like 4 artichoke hearts left in a jar that's just been dinging around in my shelf in the kitchen there in the fridge, and some garbanzo beans. So that's what we have in there.
That's the bowl that Anna Maria got us.
Yes, it is. Babe, can you get me some tongs? And I've said this before, my daughter and her husband gave us this nice salad bowl. Could be used as a fruit bowl, but you know what? If you're looking for practicality and good gifts,
which one?
This is the like this.
Oh, the salad spoons.
If you're looking for a good gift idea, a nice salad bowl and tongs is always nice. So is a good chopping board. People will always think of you when they use it. Never give a knife. Never give a knife, never give scissors for a gift because you will cut your friendship.
Or you could tape a penny to it.
Or you can tape a penny to it.
If you're superstitious about things like this.
Who's not superstitious?
Sometimes I like to give the people I don't necessarily like knives.
You're an awful human being. What's wrong with you?
Don't put too much attention on it. Because then people will know when they get a knife from me, they'll be like, oh, thank you, you got it. And there's no penny taped to it. I wonder why, Travis.
So I'm just mixing that up there, and then I'm making my own salad dressing. Of course, you can absolutely buy your own salad dressing. I find that by having a good olive oil, red wine vinegar, white balsamic vinegar, rice vinegar, by having these things in my pantry already, I can pretty much whip up any kind of dressing I like. I still buy the bottled ranch because that one I don't always keep buttermilk in my fridge. So what is in here is 6 tablespoons of olive oil. Replying to a hi Suzanne. My grandma, Debbie's going to tell us a story. She stopped with my grandma. And then I've got 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. You know what I'm not putting in here that it usually calls for?
What?
Shallots. I have a shallot. But I don't know about you, but I made a dressing with shallots the other day, and I just smelled it in my mask all day.
Oh, yeah, then let's not do that, because we're wearing masks all day. My grandma always put a penny in a new wallet or purse.
Yes.
We put a dollar or something in there.
Yeah. Yeah, you always give it with some money.
And probably in 20 years, they're going to be sticking a 20 in there.
So that's 2 tablespoons
show the people on the
2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar and 1 tablespoon of balsamic. Again, you can make your dressings with these pantry items instead of going to buy a dressing every time. And I don't know about you, but real estate in the fridge can be pretty limited. So it's a high. Never mind. I know what I'm trying to say.
Right. I understand. You want smaller...
Real estate is precious in the refrigerator.
It's at a premium.
Right. It's at a premium. Okay. All right. So just mix this up in a little jar.
Emily says, I didn't know that about a knife. I will take a good chef knife from anyone, and I'm cool with the superstition. Listen, when it's a really good knife, I wouldn't be worried about it either, because knives are expensive, especially a good chef knife.
So I salted this with some good kosher salt. I put in the dressing, and then I love a good crouton. Oh my God, I love a good crouton. But we're gonna have pizza, so I kind of have to watch my bread intake for this meal. So what I'm adding is I'm adding some pumpkin seeds. These are oven roasted and salted pumpkin seeds that I got from Sprouts. And a lot of times we put nuts on our salad instead of any kind of crouton to add some crunch. There you go, right there. All right, so the salad is ready.
So we just got a couple more minutes on the first one that I put in. It's coming out at 28.
Okay.
And then we can try that and then chat a little bit.
We've got
and then
2
the
minutes.
Other one will come out 34.
So let me tell you some of the things that we talked about on our little respite and hiatus. Obviously, cooking for a cooking show, there's a lot of shopping, chopping, preparation. It's like making Thanksgiving dinner twice a week out of this house, and it was daunting. And I had a long talk with a couple people in my family who suggested that Travis and I sit down, like, we do 8 shows a month. If 2 of those shows was an actual chat show where we just go to our kitchen table and we bring our coffee and we, order some Chinese takeout and we talk about issues that affect all of us and bring you into the conversation. So I talk about in my keynote speeches and in my comedy, relationships. And, and this is a very trying time for relationships right now. It's very trying because, you're under a lot of pressure. Some of you have jobs. Some of you went back to a job and didn't get the same money that you were. Some of you have your jobs gone. Mine is gone. And that adds a lot of pressure to the conversation. To those of you with kids underfoot, I don't know how you're doing it. My hat's off to you. But, all that really hurts a relationship. If you're living somewhere else, from your partner, that's going to add stress to your relationship. So out of those 8 shows that we're doing in October, we would like to devote 2 of those to chatting, and one about relationships, and another one just about cooking questions and taking care of a home. Because I am awesome when it comes to, you think I'm awesome in the kitchen, you should see me with laundry. I'm good at it, and I can organize a house, and Travis is on board to help with housework, and so we know how to make that work sing.
Yeah, so I'm very handy. I've got a big set of tools, and I use them, and I'm glad Sandra wasn't here to hear that line. And so anything that needs to be done here in the house, whether it's install a ceiling fan or change it out, or I actually put that microwave in, and any plumbing, things like that. So I'm very handy around the house, and also we do our own gardening. I mean, we literally run this house, so there's really not an area that we can't speak to. And when Debbie says laundry, it's beyond that, you guys. There's a care that goes into it, and obviously sometimes it becomes overwhelming. So I don't know how it isn't. She can't have resentfulness over doing it, or at least when the kids were here, especially, because it's a thankless job for anyone running a house. But the idea with the chat portion is just to give you guys a little bit more, just to break away from just the standard and give just a little segment. Now I think we should maybe make a dessert or something, or you're thinking some Chinese food.
You're so worried that you're not going to eat during those shows. We'll figure.
Tell them why. Tell them why. Because you were telling me that you didn't want to be making all these meals, and I'm like, but what am I going to eat if we don't make a meal?
We take our own advice on this show. We're not going to be a hero. You can come home with In-N-Out burgers, and we can sit at the table and we can talk.
And maybe we throw the phone number up there and let you guys call.
Yeah.
And it'll be kind of a speakerphone sort of thing. But
something else that we're talking about doing is I used to make my own dog food for our dog. We don't do that anymore. But I do make her dog treats. Her and her cousin dog, I make treats. So I'm going to do one show where I'm going to be making dog treats and showing you how to do that and giving you different recipes. And so what we're asking from you is maybe a little bit more. Yeah, it's been in there for 17 minutes. So
we're going to go a few more.
What we're going to ask you for are pictures of your dogs. And I looked into making cat treats and forget about it.
Caviar.
Caviar.
That's all I want.
So, we're going to do another show between now and the end of the year, which features dog treat recipes. And we would love for you to send us pictures of your dogs. During Thanksgiving holiday, we would love for you to send us a little video of what you're thankful for, so we can put that together as a montage. And we're also going to be doing Christmas gifts, ideas that can come out of your kitchen, and because I think those are the best. So when we pulled back and we talked about what we saw, the vision of the show and where we saw it going, we wanted to make sure it would still be appealing and informational for you. And and we appreciate all your input. Your input makes it a show.
Well, your interactivity, the interactions from you guys definitely drives this show, which is why we stop and read the chats. Hi, Julia. Good to see you here. She says, sorry I'm late.
Julia, I'm making pizza.
This is exactly why this is important. And when we did step back and look at how can we build this show and take it from where we started with, which is one camera and no lighting, no sound, none of that. And we were just kind of doing the show. Well, it's progressed to become better because we want to give you a better experience.
Right.
And this is why Debbie was talking about the other day. We'll never charge you for this. We're never going to ask you to buy something or go somewhere. We'll suggest maybe go to your local florist and spend your money locally.
Right.
That's really all we're trying to do, is provide you with good content. So these segments will hopefully be able to bring you in more, and that's why we want to have you send videos for what you're thankful for, and things that, like Debbie said, gift ideas and photos of your dogs. Yeah.
So, we're not going to lie, we are, there are producers that are tapping our shoulder to see what we plan on doing with this show, but right now it's still just our gift to you. Are you hungry?
Smells so good in here.
The chat feature on our show, when you guys are talking or when you guys send us pictures of something that you've made, and I will never just put it up. I will always ask you, can I share this picture of the butterfly martini or whatever you made? And, so producers are going, wow, you're really connecting. Yeah, because we need to connect right now. Yeah. So Julia loves the dog treat idea.
Tell them about the dog. Did you talk about that? Or was I thinking about something or doing something else?
Yes, I do, Debbie. I do want a great recipe for a non-dairy ranch. I have one, easy. Send it to me on Facebook Messenger, please, Debbie Grow. And if it's okay, I can share it with everybody. We'll see.
She might have already said this. I swear I was listening.
What?
Did you tell about when you made dog food on the Chew?
So I was a guest host on the Chew, and it was Mario Batali, Michael Simon, who's an angel, Carla Hall,
Michael Simon,
Simon, Clinton Kelly, and Daphne Oz. And so they had taken pictures that Travis had sent, and Travis sent, I was going to be performing with Melissa, what is her name?
Melissa Etheridge?
Melissa Etheridge.
Right, okay. I don't know why I would have guessed that.
I was performing with Melissa Etheridge for a dog rescue where we got Luna. And so Travis had sent a bunch of pictures and information, and so Michael Simon said, word on the street is you make your dog's dog food. And I was shocked. I wasn't expecting that question. And the only reason I was making her dog food was because nobody wanted to feed her, and they were all like, as they were spooning up food.
She's pickier than a cat.
But as they're spooning the dog food, they're all.
Well, of course, the kids they're playing it. Don't make that sound. It sounds horrible on us.
So they're all, and then the dog gets the dog food and goes, well, I don't want that if you don't like it. So I started making her dog food, and it was a big chore, and I probably never will go back to those days. How's it look? Woo! So it needs to sit here.
Smells. So I'm going to show the peeps.
Okay, it needs to sit here for a little bit. For those of you that showed up late, we're doing Puff Pastry pizzas. This is one piece of Puff Pastry, a Puff Pastry sheet cut in half. We're doing a total of 4 with 2 sheets. So we're going to let that just sit for a minute. Oh, that looks beautiful. Did you burn yourself?
It's like they're wet or something because it got hot through.
So, okay. Anyway, so I talked about making dog food. He said, won't you share the recipe with us? And I swear, guys, I looked over and I saw four Iron Chefs and one standing right next to me, and I just went blank. I went blank. And they put up a picture of Luna up so that I could gather my thoughts and I could talk about how I make my dog's dog food. If you want, I can make a loaf of the dog food.
I think that would be good.
On that day. So
because it doesn't have any additives, it doesn't have any of the stuff that if your dog has allergies or anything, it's a really good dog food that she would gobble up like that.
Yeah, but I mean, it shouldn't replace canned unless your doctor says so, because canned food does have vitamins and minerals that they need. This would probably be a treat that they get now and then.
Yeah.
And
it doesn't taste that bad. It's pretty good. It's just kind of bland.
Yeah, it's just bland. I mean, you can eat it, So, all right. So that looks great. I can almost smell it. Looks amazing, right? So we're going to let this settle down. Now, if your puff pastry starts puffing up too much, you can always pierce it with a knife and have it come down if you like.
I think it's late for that.
So with
That's
the
okay
one,
with
this
me,
is
though.
just cheese right here. Baby, I forgot the prosciutto. It's in the fridge.
Okay. And Donde.
Prosciutto.
Donde.
Prosciutto.
Donde.
Well, look, you entertain the peoples.
Hi, people. Sandy Perez says yummy. Listen, I don't think there's going to be any of this left. Otherwise, I would bring some to work for you and Nancy. And I don't even know if Nancy's watching right now, but usually by the time I bring something through, it doesn't make it past RJ because he likes to grab some. But this really is going to be in my belly in just a little bit. Thank you, Cindy. It does. It smells delicious. Chrissy, you said a minute ago that you can almost smell it. It is. It smells kind of like an Italian restaurant, but it's also got this with the different smells cooking in here. Oh, that pesto smells really good too.
Do I look like a crazy woman looking
You do.
for the prosciutto?
You do. You should probably give up on it because I think we ate it all on Sunday.
Oh my goodness.
So there would be prosciutto on there, but tonight there's just going to be some.
You can put some prosciutto, which is basically, ham. Prosciutto. Let me put some tomatoes on here.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I'm going to spoon a little bit of goat cheese on top of here. You don't want to put goat cheese on a pizza that goes in the oven because, you can stick it in there and broil it for a minute or two, but you don't want to put it all the way in there and cook because it just turns yucky.
It'll turn brown and kind of melt a little bit.
I'm going to be looking for my prosciutto in the middle of the night.
Oh God. Did you maybe put it in my lunch or something?
Just come here. We're going to lose the people.
No, you do the
No, we're going to lose the people.
The people don't care if I'm looking for this. You probably put it under. Okay. I am going to give up.
Give up.
Next time we'll get it out. But
Yep.
And I almost grabbed that too to hold it up. Now, what are you going to put on this one? Nothing on the other one?
I am getting scissors. We are kind of a little mess tonight.
Look at that, you guys. So that's what it looks like with the cheese and the basil.
Knife.
And that one just has
No,
the
that's
pepper
arugula.
Oh, arugula. I
Yeah.
don't know why I kept saying basil.
Because you saw me coming over here to do this.
Oh, that's right. Okay. And the pepperoncinis are a little spicy, so the pepperoni and the pepperoncinis are going to put a bite in there for sure.
There you go.
I'm taking these ones out. Oh
All
my
right.
gosh. And be careful because I'm going to walk through
Where do you need me to go?
back.
Need me to move?
I'm blinded. Okay, let me show this one.
Come on.
We're going to go like this, you guys. So this one has the pesto and the cheese and the black olives. And that one, oh, you guys, look at the pastry, how it's puffed up like that. And just so brown and crispy and delicious. Can you guys get a sniff of that? Oh, man. You guys are jealous, I know. I would be.
So Travis,
If I wasn't here, I would be really jealous right now.
I can put on a little bit of fresh basil on any of these if you like.
Yeah, and maybe some,
Cheese.
oh yes, definitely some of that. But like
I've got
some,
just Parmesan cheese here.
some red pepper.
You want red pepper? You're going to have to go and find it.
Not on that one. Not on that one.
Did you want Parmesan cheese on this one?
Sure, who cares? And then let's get a, that's got tomatoes on there? Okay, so tomatoes and pepperoni.
Oh, a tomato. Oh, it is tomatoes and pepperoni.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
You must have been thinking about it while you were doing it. I don't know.
I
Let's
guess.
get some tastes of this.
All right. Now let's taste the ones that came out of the oven a little bit ago.
This one.
Sure.
Okay, you got the slicer?
Dun, da, 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 da. Luann? Luann's on here? Debbie Gross said hi to Luann. I wonder if it's my friend Luann from high school.
I don't know.
That looks beautiful. Can't wait to try this. Loretta, I know that we have been goofing around on here today and talking a lot, but if you were to see me just create this pizza by myself in the kitchen, it really is so
So you're
simple.
saying I'm distracting you?
No, I'm saying we're doing a show,
Yeah.
and if she was by herself in the kitchen doing it, and as you can see,
It'll go a lot faster.
and
for
as
sure.
you can see, it would also be a fun thing to cook with your friends and family because you can discuss what we're putting on there.
Hold
Sure.
this thing up so they can see the flaky.
That's the puff pastry there. It's layered. I did nothing. I did nothing except stroll my big butt down the freezer aisle and grab a box of pastry dough. So flaky pastry dough is what you're looking for.
Okay.
There you go. It is, Luann.
Very
Oh.
light and flaky, and with the cheese on here. How's that taste?
I just got the
Cooked-
pastry, but
cooked
that's
perfectly.
fine.
Okay, I'm going to make sure you get your cheese on this
Well, I
one.
want you to try that one.
That one? That's really spicy. You want me to choke on air?
No.
I'm going to.
You want to try that one?
I'm going to try this one first.
Where is our prosciutto?
It's not in my mouth. At least I know that much.
Now, this is the plain cheese pizza that came out. We let it rest for like a minute or two, and then we put on some baby arugula and some cherry tomatoes and some goat cheese.
I love goat cheese.
I'm going to try it.
That's really good.
Is that a good one to try right there?
Yeah, take that bite right there.
Right there.
Now this one,
Oh my God. Suzanne said she's going to try this tomorrow.
Suzanne, you will be so happy that you said that right now.
Send pictures, Suzanne. Send pictures.
It's really thin. It's like a thin crust pizza, but very light and flaky. As soon as those flakes hit your mouth, they start to break up. Really super tasty, golden brown with the cheese is perfectly cooked.
And you don't miss the tomato sauce. Right?
Not at all. There are too many other flavors on this one.
Right, and it just
That
lets
one too.
Yeah. So it's a pretty presentation. It's a lot of fun to make. It's pretty cheap and easy. If you always have pizza stuff in your refrigerator, always, always have some cheese and some. You can either get the pizza dough in the canister like we showed you. You can get a frozen pizza dough. You can make your own pizza dough. We've done that on here before. And the puff pastry, you can even do a bagel pizza. But, it really is just a way to You okay?
I know why it was too spicy the other day. I forgot. Pilar put all her pepperoncinis on my pizza too.
Oh, is that
Speaking of which, look what Debbie wrote.
Pilar, did you take the prosciutto?
She did.
Did she?
I believe she did. I believe Debbie.
Pilar. I know it's here somewhere.
My cute little friend Montana says, I'm late to the party, but I never thought of using puff pastry as pizza dough. Can't wait to grab some and try it.
Super easy.
You'll be very happy you did.
I'll tell you how quick and easy it is for those of you that came late. You thaw your pizza, you thaw your puff pastry. Thaw your puff pastry. What? Did you burn yourself?
This is hot.
Everything in here is hot, Travis.
Why did you let me grab it?
I'm done with you. I'm going to keep looking for my...
Tell the people. You were in the middle of something when I interrupted you with being burned. Go ahead, tell the people.
I'm mad at you.
So it's very easy. You just take your puff pastry, you roll it out, you cut it in half. You put a little bit of olive oil on there, not too much because you don't want it to get wet.
You're doing a good job.
Also, you don't want to put tomato sauce on this, although you could, but you don't have to because this is a different kind of pizza. Put your, if you're going to do pesto, put the pesto down first and then your cheese. We used a fresh mozzarella cheese, so it's a little bit wetter, but you can definitely use the packaged cheese and then all these fabulous different toppings. So we've got goat cheese and arugula. We've got basil, fresh basil over here, olives and pesto on this one. Pepperoni and tomatoes, and then pepperoncinis and pepperoni on that one.
This one has pesto. Did you try it?
This one has pesto. I have not yet tried this one, so I'm going to try it. Do you want a piece of that one? Let me go like this for you.
Not a huge olive fan.
Oh, that's right.
Which is fine because you can have people just get what they want. It's like the pioneer woman Ree Drummond said she does the pepperoni and peppercini for the more traditional people who aren't as adventurous. How's the pesto sauce on it?
That is crazy good.
Is it crazy good?
There's a burst of flavor coming out of that one. Right? Mm-hmm. You didn't put too much on there. Mm-mm. Just a little layer of pesto sauce. Oh my God.
Yummy, right?
Very good.
Oh my God.
This looks and tastes like gourmet homemade pizza.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. It's just really delicious. It's really delicious. And that, it's so easy to make. Our friend Debi Ferguson said that Smart and Final has the puff pastry in a, is it like a family size, an economy size? Let us know if you're still watching. Drop that in the comments.
Especially if during the holidays you might be making for a lot of people.
Right, because you can do a puff pastry. I'm also going to bring on her recipe where she does cheese sticks. And she also does a beef pot pie with the top being a puff pastry crust. So I'm going to give that a shot. You get to taste it all before I...
Yeah, you might want to get the big box. This really is just a single serving. I'll go ahead and take care of this later.
Do we try the pepperoni?
We haven't tried that one yet. My dad is a genius. You know what he says? I always use oven mitts when I grab something hot. I really never thought of that, Dad.
For Christmas, Tony. Send your son...
Thank you for the tip, the hot tip.
Pepperoni.
Okay, then I'm going to play the little song and let these people get to their evenings. I would be so jealous of me. If I wasn't me, I would be so jealous of me.
Now, even though it's a puff pastry, you can put it in your fridge, and when you warm it up, you probably don't want to put it in the microwave because that just kind of steams it. You probably want to put it back in the oven and let it crisp up a little bit. Our dinner tomorrow, my husband loves pizza, round table pizza, going to surprise him with this. Thanks for the inspiration. So, again, what we're looking for from you guys is if you make one of our recipes, please put it, send it to us in a picture and let us know if we can or cannot share the picture, please. Remember that we are going to start talking at the table. If you want to Facebook message me and ask me, you know, what kind of questions you want me to tackle, either about home management or relationships. And don't forget, we'll be looking for pictures for your dog. We'll let you know when to start sending those in. So I have made a Nutella Christmas tree dessert for work, and the large box at Smart & Final makes me look like a genius. We'll have to have her make that.
Yes, we will.
Yeah.
You're hired.
Yeah. Yeah. Same goes with any videos. If you guys are making a video of something and you want us to see, please send it. Please. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to eat.
Yes, we are.
And we're going to find that bruschetta.
Pilar stole it.
I don't think she did. Cooking with Debbie and friends.
And stolen prosciutto. Cooking with Debbie and friends.
Yeah, friends. Bye, everybody. See you next Tuesday.
Yeah, give me that.
Where is that prosciutto?